Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this Hilaal exclusive. My name is Firas Patel. We'd like to thank you, the few, for staying with us here on Hilaal TV, TSTV channel 347. Now, we haven't had him for a very, very long time. You of course see him every Friday on Chicanos. It's none other than Tariq Moosa, who of course is getting ready for a new journey to the UK and Europe. He of course just came back from Poland. Tariq,
Assalamu alaikum.
excellent. Absolute pleasure having you back here.
Thanks for having me back. I feel like I'm back at home.
Oh, you obviously, definitely. That's not even up for debate, Tariq. How's things going? I mean, you're on fire as always. You just the innovations that are coming, the ideas, the projects that are coming. How's things going? How's things been with you?
Look, shukar, alhamdulillah, no complaints. I've been challenging myself a lot. I've been pushing my limits, losing a lot of hair. I always say it.
They're not losing hair, it's probably me. But anyway.
But shukar, it's going good. I'm grateful. I'm doing what I love, which makes me very fortunate. So shukar, alhamdulillah.
Poland, a headache.
Ooh.
Talk to us about it, yeah.
Yeah, so for the viewers, we were fortunate enough to attend Outrace. Outrace is a very premier show in Europe. You know, the type of cars that are there are Bugattis and one-of-one cars that you don't see anywhere else. And we got an opportunity to attend. But from the time the car left up until the time got to the show, it was my most stressful journey ever. Like, you know, it actually got to a point where I actually wanted to come home. You know, that's how stressful it was. Some of the challenges we faced was my first visa declined. So I had to reapply for my visa. A silly thing, right? The car left and ended up in Germany. And the customs agent from South Africa, there's a block on the certificate. He stamped outside of the block and not in the block. So then they impounded the car, and the car had to go into storage, and in Germany, right? And the show's in Poland. Now we're stressing in South Africa's side, like, what do we do now? Because now for silly thing like the stamping outside of the block, they kept the car back. So we had to get on a call with the South African Chamber of Commerce. They had to send an email to get approval if we could send another certificate. So then we had to get a certificate sent from Johannesburg to Durban. Customs agent stamps it, gets sent back to Johannesburg. Then there was a little bit of a spanner in the works. We had that issue with Iran in Doha.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
So we were the last flight before they locked down the airport and that. So now we had to figure out which flight can we send the paperwork on, so that we bypass Doha.
Sure.
So we had to send the paperwork to Amsterdam. We had to pay someone from Amsterdam to physically go and collect the paperwork, and then they lose the paperwork. That's the challenges.
Yeah.
So then eventually at the end of the day, they found the paperwork, handed the paperwork over. Then the guy we paid didn't want to drive the same time. So we had to wait till the next day for him to drive from Amsterdam to Germany, hands in the paperwork. Now the car is standing in the queue to come out. And this all happened in the week of the show.
Okay.
I flew earlier so that I could fix some issues on the car.
Okay.
But I wasn't able to because I literally got the car. My car needed to be in on Thursday, Friday morning the latest. I got the car Friday 11:30. So it was a nightmare. The car got damaged in transit. There was some mechanical problems.
Minor.
I would say major because even a dent or a scratch is hard. So
I know. Of course, you're a perfectionist, and you have that authentic way of wanting to keep the car as impeccable as possible.
Yeah, so that was a challenge. And then when I got the car, the air suspension stopped working because they swapped the polarities around and they burnt the relay. So it was a nightmare. And the problem is the show takes 850 cars. And by Friday at 12 o'clock, that stadium is packed. So now the parking spot I got wasn't ideal. I was supposed to be in the main stage.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the main stage. I was right on the other side. So there was a lot of challenges.
Did you at least get some sort of attraction? Was there some sort of attention that was?
We did. I won't lie.
Yeah.
A lot of people went crazy for the car. A lot of people thought I'm from the UK.
Okay.
When you sit and you chat to them,
Yeah.
they hear the accent,
Yeah.
our specific South African accent, and then the conversation starts getting interesting.
Yeah.
So a lot of exposure.
So how many nations, like what sort of ethnicities did you meet? What, from across the world? How was the discussion, but especially discussion regarding cars and the love for it?
So what I can tell you is a lot of people loved our style. So our design style was totally different to a lot of the cars there. So they appreciated that. And people kept on giving me the crazy eye look, thinking like, how can you send your car 13,000 kilometers away for a car show?
Yes.
But they don't understand that we're passionate.
Yeah.
So when it comes to your passion, there's no limits, so that was quite interesting. I must actually tell you guys about this. I had a gentleman fly from Colombia
Right.
all the way to Europe just to get my autograph and to see Vato. You guys will actually check it on one of the episodes on.
So you got a guy from Colombia that just wanted
my autograph,
autograph.
and to see Vato.
Yeah, but I mean, Vato, Colombia,
Yes,
it has that Hispanic.
of course.
So you were probably kind of shocked that, I mean, a guy from South Africa would actually use Vato.
Vato.
Yeah.
Definitely. So that was cool. That was a highlight.
Yeah.
I met my hero. Obviously, in any industry, you always have someone that you look up to.
Yeah.
My hero is Kazuki Crossglow. So he owns Madlane out in Japan.
Right.
So I met him.
Yeah.
I took a photo with him.
Okay.
I gave him a Vato t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I got to spend some time.
The Japanese love their cars.
Yeah. They're
Mitsubishi, Toyota Supra.
Yeah.
That's different.
JDM.
Yeah, exactly.
JDM. But they're big into supercars.
Right, yeah.
So they do a lot of crazy stuff with supercars. So it was interesting. It was a nice trip. And then we got an invite to attend Essen Motor Show.
In Poland.
In Germany.
Oh, in Germany.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So Essen Motor Show is one of the largest shows in the world. To give you an idea, there's 300,000 people that goes to the show.
Okay.
It's over 10 days, 500 exhibitors. So to get invited to that show is already an achievement.
Okay.
So that three things that I mentioned now made up for all the difficulties that we faced,
Poland, the experience,
Yeah.
being around all of those people, you met your hero.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a Colombian that wants your autograph. How was it for you, and what lessons did you take from it?
So I can tell you, first of all, it got me to appreciate South Africa. The reason why is because South Africa, we can practice religion freely.
Definitely.
And our food is better.
Nothing beats our food. Especially Moidines from
Lodium, from my hometown.
Yeah, there you go. So I had to bring that in. Your Lodium Moin, and of course Moidines is authentic, absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
No, definitely. So our culture, our food. Also, there's a word I use, our hears.
Yeah, yes.
So if you watch, like when the Springboks play and the Springboks score, everyone goes crazy.
Yeah.
There at the show, the MC was trying to get the crowd hype, and it's like, that slow clapping.
Yeah.
But if it was South Africa,
of course,
that cheers is there.
Yeah, we've got a different spirit.
Yeah, we do. I promise.
Yeah.
Our spirit.
And I think that's important, isn't it, to appreciate
the little things.
Being South African.
100%.
Because sometimes we take that for granted. Yeah, we complain about the crime, or complain about petrol is expensive, and that. But I don't think people realize that our country is beautiful.
100%.
And when they visit Chicanos Customs, they'll know just how authentic the cars are, but also the creativity of it.
No, of course. And I mean, we got our own style, our own flavor.
Yeah.
And a lot of us express ourselves in our art.
Yeah.
And cars are a form of art, I always say.
Tariq, coming from Poland, and we're going to discuss this after the break, how much of confidence did it give you as a person to say, I want to do a project that is different, but it's something that is personal to me? I know all your cars are personal to you.
Because I named them.
Because exactly.
Yeah.
But something that will stick with you in your mind from what you took from that Poland trip.
Yeah, so I would say it's the project I'm currently busy with. I lost my brother now in March. My elder brother, he passed away.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him
Inshallah.
inshallah.
So that affected me a lot mentally. But also, you know, we always look at the negative. He passed away in Ramadan. Allah cleansed him for 3 weeks because he was in hospital for 3 weeks, and he got an odd night, you know, and
couldn't have asked.
100%. So in dunya terms, we said, but in the bigger picture, what a beautiful death, you know. So that hurt me a lot. So the build that we're currently busy with is very emotional for me. And being that side inspired me to actually finish the build and do it better than what I actually wanted to do. And inshallah, that's leaving now in the next day. In fact, tomorrow morning, it's leaving to UK to do a Euro trip.
Alhamdulillah. And that's what we're going to be discussing after the break. Tariq is back on his Euro trip. What is he going to be taking to wow the UK and the European crowd? Do stay tuned. Welcome back to the Hilaal Exclusive. We have with us no stranger to Hilaal TV. I'd like to think of him as our family. It's none other than Tariq Moosa. So Tariq, next, let's talk about the projects that you are currently involved in. Of course, our crew was there, Chicanos Customs.
Yes.
Man, you are whopping up something special, aren't you?
Shukr, alhamdulillah. So it's been a dream of mine. Just to share with the viewers, we're busy building a set.
Okay.
So I used to play with Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. As a kid, as any car guy, right?
Definitely, yeah.
So we currently just finished building an E34 M5 station wagon.
History of that.
Yeah.
That's old school. Old school.
Yeah. So to give you some history, we never got an E34 M5 station wagon in South Africa.
Right.
They were all left-hand drive.
Okay.
So what we did is I bought an E34 M5 as a donor car, bought a station wagon, took everything from the M5, put it into the station wagon and built my own right.
So let's get this now, Tariq. You're taking original the station wagon.
Yeah.
The Volkswagen one.
No, the BMW
station wagon, combining it to the M5. So you're taking two classics
and building one.
And building them together.
Yeah. That's exactly what we did.
Okay.
So it's the only one that's been done worldwide now that's right-hand drive.
Right.
All the others are left-hand drive. And also it's got PBS wheels, it's got custom paint. It's very nice. Shukr, it came out very, very nice. Then to take it a step further, based on Inkabi, based on Vato, and based on Europe, I thought to myself, how can we do better? How can we up our game? So I decided to build a trailer with air suspension, with PBS mags, and then we decided to build a old school BMW 2002 on the trailer as kind of the show car.
Okay, so let's get this straight. You got a trailer, air suspension, PBS wheels.
Yes.
And then adding to that,
2002 BMW.
Right.
Ragtop sunroof, same color scheme is same throughout, wheels are same throughout.
Okay.
It's just the one is a bit new school, the one is a bit old school. So the significance of that is that was myself and my brother's project. He was supposed to come with me to Gravity this year.
Yes.
And he was part and parcel of everything on this project. And unfortunately, we lost him. But to tell you the cool part about the story, the car came from Costa. The M5 came from Costa,
of course,
right?
Costa, yeah.
And then my brother and my parents stayed in Costa for a while. So my brother's nickname was actually Costa. If you ask all his friends or mention his name in Lodium, Costa.
Right, okay.
So it's ironic that the car's from Costa.
Yeah.
So I named the station wagon Costa GP.
And your late brother's nickname was Costa.
Costa. Yeah, right, so every time I look at the car, I get emotional because I see him in the car.
And that's why you poured so much of not just emotion but hard work into that car.
100%. So it's very close to my heart.
Yeah.
And the whole build symbolizes him being the big brother, which is the M5, and him carrying me throughout my journey as his little brother.
So this is a story, a personal story of Tariq Moosa.
Yes.
And I think
a lot of me in the boat.
In that boat.
Yeah, and my history.
How did you it's difficult to separate emotion because when the work is being done, you try to think, okay, it's a work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Very difficult.
To say, I'm taking the emotional aspects given
Yes.
what this car represents to you.
Yes. No, true. Definitely. And for me, it's like, I need to keep his legacy alive. And I want to say something. At his mayat, it's the first time I've ever been to a mayat and I seen someone smiling as they're laying there with their janazah, and being at his mayat, the amount of people that came and spoke good about him,
Alhamdulillah.
that's his legacy.
Exactly.
So as his brother, I want his legacy to carry on. And the way the car is built, people must talk about the car and he must live on, So it's a very emotional build.
Alhamdulillah. Tariq, let's talk about the trips that you're going to make.
Inshallah.
I remember we had you last year before you went to UK and Europe. We had you, of course, after. We will have you after again.
Inshallah.
How are you preparing not just mentally for this, but also knowing that logistically, you don't want another Poland again? Yeah.
So I tried a new shipping guy with the Poland truck.
Okay.
I won't use him again. I'm using the guy that shipped Vato.
Okay.
Werner.
And he did a
he did a very good job, right? So I'm using Werner. And Werner's more professional. Werner's more on point in terms of admin, paperwork, etc. So that's my contingency plan to obviously make sure everything goes through. But it's going to be a bit stressful because we're doing 5 shows.
Yeah. Okay.
3 in the UK.
Okay.
1 in Belgium, 1 in Germany.
Right.
All happening within a month of each other. And inshallah, after the Germany show, the cars will go stand in Motomania in the museum in Germany.
And that's iconic.
Yeah. So that's
there you're sitting with not just the greats, but
sitting with the best.
The best.
And I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to branding that South African flag on the trailer.
We're the world champions of rugby.
Of course.
We're the world champions of Test cricket.
UFC.
We need another world champion right here.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Tariq Autobahn, you have to drive on that.
Inshallah.
How much is it for BMW? I mean, I'm a BMW fan.
Yeah.
You are BMW. I like to think of you as a super fan.
Of course.
How much would it mean to take your project and say, I have to go to the Autobahn?
I would love it. But there's a lot of paperwork nightmares. So, for example, the cars are being exported as exhibition vehicles.
So you can't
drive it. Okay. So to give you an idea of how stressful this trip is going to be, with Vato and Kabi, it's 1 tow truck. With this, it's 3 tow trucks. So at every show, I've got to get 3 tow trucks to take the cars to the show and back and forth. So that's challenging. If I had to get the cars to drive in Europe, the cars would have to go for a very strict test. And we would fail because I'm running stretch tires. It's not 100% according to OEM standards.
Right.
It's custom aftermarket. So they'll fail the car.
Okay.
So that's a challenge to actually get the cars to drive in Europe and that as well. Yeah.
Tariq, the UK, I know we had our colleague Suhail going with last year. They love their cars also.
They do.
A lot of supercars, a lot of the old school ones. So again, and we like to stick it into the British, us as South Africans who do that in sports also. This is going to be another special one for you, isn't it?
Yeah, we hope so. And look, I love, if I had to compare the hospitality between Poland and Britain, Britain, the guys loved us.
Yeah.
They were more forthcoming. They were more hospitable towards us. And you could find halal food in a lot of places.
Yeah, definitely.
So I enjoy the British car scene. They're very inspiring. Their bills are next level. And they're not afraid to help. Car audio and security are going to be helping with the cars. The cars are going to be stored at them. They're going to be helping with the finishing touches. And they've done so. This is the 3rd year. So it's amazing. The UK car scene is excellent.
Tariq, we were talking with Zunaid just before we did this broadcast, and we were saying it's unbelievable how time flew. You're here in September 2023.
Yes.
With Vato.
Yeah.
My word, you've just grown. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And I'm happy because it's good to see a fellow brother becoming this brand that you are.
Alhamdulillah.
Tariq Chop Moosa in 2025, Chicanos Customs in 2025. It's soaring to new levels, isn't it?
we're trying. We're trying. You know, we make dua every day that the Almighty grants us goodness in this world and the year after. And also it must be a source of inspiration. So that youngster sitting at home that wants to go out and conquer the world, I want to try and be that example to say it's possible. You can have odds stacked against you, but as long as you make dua, remember the Almighty, be a good person, the world is yours.
Tariq, always a pleasure having you on, Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep you going, keep you soaring, keep make Chicanos a success and an inspiration for many generations to come. Always good to have you on. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tariq Shab Moosa, he just continues to sour, and we would say support him. He's one of our own, not just as a fellow Muslim, but as a South African. And that's all we can ask you as the viewer. That's all we have for you on the Hilaal exclusive. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.